If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC25, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC 25 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Okay, guys, so today we have the new Xabi Alonso card to check out on this day icon. It might be the first icon that actually could be really nice to use. Obviously, because long ball pass is a really big playstyle to work with. I don't do that like meta mechanic thing that people are doing right now, but it's still very helpful for general build-up play anyways, so still good in that regard. Xabi Alonso is a 6-foot tall player, controlled, 4-star, right-footed player as well. Roles, he has a bunch of them in the center mid position, a bunch, which is great. He has holding plus, deep lying playmaker, box to box, and the playmaker, which is really good because it kind of allows you to use him in different ways, right? There is a 4-4-1-1 that I'm actually currently trying out, so we're gonna go ahead and see what that ends up being like in the game, right? But with Xabi Alonso on the, I would say, shadow chemistry style, you will be increasing the pace of the card as well as the defense, so it'll look like this. You could turn him into a lengthy player if you want. Maybe I wouldn't mind this as much if it was someone using him as like a CDM, but he doesn't really have that many roles in the CDM position. It's just someone that you can play there, which is always still helpful at the end of the day. But yeah, I think Shadow is going to be the biggest one that people give just for like some defensive capabilities while still offering attacking stuff, mostly in passes, not from shooting, as shooting is not the craziest, right? If you wanted to make his shooting better, you would have to give him a Hunter chemistry style, right? But even still 79 for finishing, so all depends, right? But yeah, passing on the card is in a great area. Dribbling, I expect him to feel physical, right? Cards like this on an engine chemistry style would be the more ideal thing to give, but he's just lacking in other things to really leave that on the card. But I'm going to be real with you guys. It might be a card you give an engine to anyways for like usability, right? So the like to dislike ratio in that sense kind of makes sense with the way that he's currently formatted. But again, we have to see what these cards are going to be like in game, right? But yeah, playstyles, he only has slide tackle for defense. He does have the long ball pass. He has power shot, dead ball, first touch, and then slide tackle. So a couple of different stuff to work with there as well. So yeah, we'll see how he plays in game in the midfield area, and we'll see if he plays well. Hopefully he's a beast. Oh, I get that green time if I could there. Unlucky. Nice goal. Build up play. We'll touch past the weak foot afterwards. Nice build up play. Good passing there with Xabi Alonso as well. Oh, I can't register anything properly. If I could just get that ball and do a first time pass to Keane, I actually might be able to score that. Good build up. I should have probably made the extra pass there because it's Beasley on his weaker foot. There it is. Moved into the space well there. Good goal, good goal. Poor registration in this game, but Xabi Alonso makes it work for us. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's not... Are you kidding me? That was a crazy pass, man. Oh. That's a goal right there, buddy. That's a goal right there. That worked out. Nice lob pass. And we don't score the Trivella. His finishing is not high, so I don't expect to score those. If his finishing was high, I probably would have scored that, to be fair. Okay, we'll take that. Little penalty, little penalty. Xabi Alonso. Very nice. That's a nice goal. I gave him a shadow this time. Because I was those two games, like there was no defensive presence, to be honest with you. So we're gonna see what the vibes are. Oh my goodness. And he blocks it anyways. That's so funny. That's how you gotta score, bro. That's how you gotta score. Why? I don't understand, like, the movement there with the center back. Like, does that make sense to you guys? Like, why my player just does that? Like, that's the stupidest... Like, you guys have morons working on this game. That's actually so idiotic. Who would do that? Oh, it took him forever to shoot. I mean, the passes are pretty much perfect every time. Good goal, good goal. Deflection I definitely will not get. Nice try on the lob pass, though. And no, it's not a looped one. You actually got a defensive challenge there with him, though. That was interesting. Wow, this game is something else, man. Right through me, bro? Like, come on, man. Long pass for the side. Oh, please just get the ball, man. Thank you. No registration. Holy dude. Oh, come on. You have long ball pass and you just do it barely? Like... I don't care. It's deserved. Like, I know I use manual goalkeeping, but manual goalkeeping inside the 18 shouldn't even be a thing, bro. I couldn't care less. That's the deserved goal. Have to deal with that on top of, like, nah. I hope you threw your controller or something, because you're lucky that's even a mechanic in the game, because that should be a goal. Oh. Almost, bro. You're telling me this guy can't just receive possession of the ball? Like, what's with these bounces, man? Like, ground switch. Right through me? Please, an animation, thank you. Let's go, Keen. Oh, if I don't have Keen in this game, man. If I don't have Keen, bro. He's onside, but like it's just gonna be too much to go to the goalkeeper. Thank you. Oh my goodness. He's free. Just give it to him. Get the touch. Get the touch. Thank you, Alonso. So I have to give him the shadow, bro. Just at least for an interception, you know? Should be good. Oh. He's gonna be offside anyways, unless the deflection doesn't make it count. Oh, it definitely makes it count. Okay, guys. So, final verdict on the Alonso card. I tried him out for a little bit on the anchor chemistry style, and you know, in the first game, I was just noticing like no defensive presence, so I had to give him a shadow to improve the pace, to improve the defense, to be as high as possible, to at least have more defensive animations. Okay, now at this point in the game, guys, it's very important to mention that even though he has the holding plus plus, which you know would basically just kind of keep him around that general area, right? This card is not really the type of player to offer you defensive capabilities, right? The main reason to unlock this card, and again, I don't know how to utilize that like disgusting overpowered long ball pass thing. I don't know how to do that, and I don't care to know how to do that. But the long ball pass is the main reason you're unlocking the card. And then I guess for some people, it would also be like whatever role you're looking into, because for some people's formations, maybe using the holding plus plus could be ideal as well. Because, you know, let's say, for instance, I think there might be, I'm not 100% sure, but there might be a 4-3-3 variation in this game where it might be two center mids and then the cam. It would be ideal to have a card like this on that holding plus plus, basically just launching long passes, right? Because that's literally what this card is about. When I gave him the shadow chemistry style, I did notice a little bit more of a defensive presence, but I still felt like the defensive stats needed to be higher, considering the fact that he feels more physical when it comes to movement. Because the whole time I'm using this card, right, it makes me want to give him an engine and then specifically use him in like a 4-5-1 formation where I don't care about him being the defensive oriented player. It's just me launching long passes and being able to dribble and have a little bit of pace to work with so that I can utilize a long ball pass even more. Like that's the way that the card is formatted in game. But yeah, with the icons that they've released this year so far with Zanetti, with Varane, with Xabi Alonso, these are all like gimmick promos that EA are releasing where they're like, oh, we're going to create a concept around this specific icon card just so that we can overprice them like crazy. That's truth be told, that's what it actually ends up being, right? These cards, guys, it's funny because here's the situation, right? If you're crazy enough to go ahead and unlock Zanetti because Zanetti gives you the icon links in the right back position, because, you know, some people have teams formatted a certain way where they need that specific player there just to give you the links, then that's the main reason you're going to unlock that. A card like this, if you're doing some sort of chemistry combination between Patry Guijaro as well as the Putellas card, you're going to do something with that. Nico Gonzalez, Nico Williams, you're going to do something with that. But like these cards are insanely overpriced. Like for me, again, I agree that like to dislike ratio, and you guys know, as usual, I don't care at all about the like to dislike ratio. I always will let you know if I think someone is just flat out wrong. For instance, with Robbie Keane, right? I always mention him, right? Because it's like Palinga of like 2 years ago. Like people were just wrong about disliking this card. It made no sense to me at all, right? With this one, it's fully warranted. It's just EA are making up a promo just to release like cards for an overpriced amount. But they've been doing that on a pretty consistent basis when it comes to the SBC content this year. Is his long ball pass nice? Yes. Would the card have been better if I can provide him with an engine and you improved his base card stats in multiple areas for the price that you were releasing the card? Yeah, absolutely. Like without a shadow of a doubt. But is long ball pass a really huge meta in the game? Yeah, you guys saw that one Rafinha pass where if it actually registered to the right player, I could have potentially scored. It's a crazy playstyle to have in a general sense. Like there's people who literally, here's what the meta is, right? I'll tell you guys what the meta is. There will be people who will use a 4-5-1 formation. They will have, I would say they would probably still use Patel's in the left center mid position, but they will have Patry still being used on the right side, this card down the middle because of the holding plus, right? Mostly on a shadow chemistry style, I will say. And then they'll have like someone like Putel's for like the Trivellas on the left hand, like just the FIFA gimmick mechanic meta stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's going to be mainly used for. But yeah, you don't want to attack too much with this card. I ended up scoring a goal with him, which is fantastic. But 71 finishing, like you could have at least improved that for the price range that you're releasing the card at. But the way that you're supposed to use them in game, guys, stay back sort of midfielder, pop long balls on a consistent basis. That's what he's going to be there for, okay? And then on a shadow, he'll be able to defend sometimes. Not to the extent of someone like Sissoko. Sissoko in the midfield area, like you really notice that defensive presence, but it's one of those ones. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.